It's been over a year since the Anand L. Rai directed film Zero starring Shahrukh Khan came out. The movie, which was revolutionary in its filmmaking, lost direction in its own ambition. A film made on a budget of over 200 crores failed miserably financially. Since that venture, Shahrukh Khan has not signed any film. More and more production ventures or voiceover gigs are being taken by the actor. But there has been no news in terms of a full feature film starring Khan. The break made me wonder about the strategic decisions Shahrukh must be taking before signing on the dotted line. But then I saw this.
I think I'm going to make the same mistakes I've made the last few years.
This sabbatical of sorts in many ways is going to impact the perception of the masses on who Shahrukh Khan is. A star who reinvented himself and came back with a bang? Or a star that is sadly way past his prime. This video is intended to look at Shahrukh's long, successful and oscillating career, what worked for him, what sadly has not translated well over the years, and what I feel will be the ideal comeback for the actor, leading to not only the masses welcoming him with open arms, but providing an ideal genre of film for the actor that will translate into exponential box office numbers. By the way, if you need some weekly updates on the channel, I keep on updating upload schedules on my Instagram, so follow me at JammyPants4. Some people wonder why over the several months that have passed since Shahrukh Khan last featured on the big screen, why is there so much chatter about his next film? Why in a scheduled Q&A by the actor on Twitter, everyone just wanted to know what his next film would be? Why the trending hashtag in multiple weeks would be begging and pleading the actor to sign his next film? It's important to understand in many ways that for the generation born past the 80s, no matter how cliche and corny this sounds, Shahrukh Khan is an example of sheer perseverance and hard work and making it in the big leagues in an industry that has all the odds stacked up against you, especially outsiders. An individual from New Delhi that had aspirations to become a huge star in the Hindi film industry and does every job possible, irrespective of the medium, to increase his visibility. In a day and age where carefully designed PR machinery exists, where launches are meticulously planned, Shahrukh featured in everything under the sky to prove himself as a capable performer. In retrospect, when you see television series like 4G and Circus, or the small appearance in the Pradeep Kishan directed television film in which Annie gives it to those ones, you clearly realize the groundwork the actor has put in to act as stepping stones to transition to feature in Hindi films.
यार बहुत अच्छा हुआ मैं कल रात को वापस आ गया बाबा जी बहुत खुश थे यार.
This time, when Shahrukh was a relatively unknown face and made initial appearances in several films, the turning point was when he played the antagonist in Dar and the anti-hero in Bazigar. The masses celebrated and gravitated towards the effective portrayal of these grey characters by the new actor in town, something that was a phenomena with respect to the celebration of such characters. But as the mid-90s rolled around the corner, the flavour of Hindi films that were doing exponential business were romance films, and Shahrukh Khan became the poster boy of romance. With DDLJ and its soaring numbers and fandom, Shahrukh Khan became a huge star. It's important to understand though that the actor has experienced massive slumps even when he was at the top of his game in the late 90s. Just like many people are accusing him of digging his own ditch this time in reference to the kind of films he has signed, after the success of DDLJ, Shahrukh Khan featured in consecutive flops, including Ram Jaane, Trimurti, English Babu Desi Meme, and Army. People began to wonder whether in the romance genre he was only a one-hit wonder, even though no one doubted the actor's performing capabilities.
अगर ग्रेट एक्टर हो जाती तो फिल्में भी सक्सेसफुल हो जाती. तो इतना ग्रेट तो नहीं हूँ सर. मैं तो my film has to be better than me. No actor can rise above his film.
But this was the trend always. A hit film followed by multiple flops, a sense of regrouping and revisiting what worked, and the cycle continues. Dil To Pagal Hai would be followed by financial failures like Duplicate. A hit like Kuch Kuch Hota Hai would be followed by financial debacles like Badshah and Phir Bhi Dil Hai Hindustani. You could always rely on the fact that Shahrukh Khan would associate with a great director and present a beautiful love story as a comeback. When the genre died post the late 2000s and Shahrukh was honestly at the top of his game, he resorted to doing mindless commercial cash grabs which honestly paid off, namely Chennai Express and Happy New Year. But what followed after that has left an actor in a predicament. 2015 and everything onwards is the point where the masses are not storming into the theatre for just the stars, but genuinely wanting compelling stories, where they get their hard-earned money worth. Shahrukh at this point of time consciously featured in risk after risk, and somehow or the other the final product always missed the mark both from the creative as well as financial standpoint. Many people started to believe it just became tougher and tougher for the actor to disassociate the image of the star he had only developed for 2 decades, on how many of his performances had hints of Shahrukh Khan rather than the characters he was portraying.
The problem problem is that he needs to completely let go of Shahrukh Khan, and he's a fine actor. It's there. I think he needs to work with directors who are not overwhelmed by him.
Fan was exceptionally ambitious and brilliant in parts, but in its grand scale and star power lost its soul. Hence, it did not soar into a legendary status. This is the point where Shahrukh thought of revisiting maybe shades of characters that have worked wonders in his illustrious career. But both ventures somehow again missed the mark. In portraying the anti-hero, a shade he popularized in the 90s in Raees, despite its compelling premise and performances, it didn't connect with the masses to become a financial blockbuster. So what do you decide then? Maybe it'll be a good decision to revisit a dying genre of Hindi cinema? Romance? Because everyone misses the Rahul of the early 2000s, and we were presented with possibly Shah Rukh's most underwhelming feature and Imtiaz Ali's most forgettable directorial venture in the form of Jab Harry Met Sejal. Things were not hunky-dory, and with a huge risk like Zero that broke boundaries on the technical filmmaking aspect that is honestly perfected, and despite that, it doing so poorly in the box office, now Shah Rukh Khan is at that stage where he has to understand the market and what the people want right now, where he will thrive and the masses will hoot and cheer in theatres.
Heartland fun narratives, huge. Rom-com, over. Thriller, not interested. Action thriller, yes. Superstar driven action thriller, very good.
I firmly believe that the two ventures that will work wonders for Shah Rukh Khan's comeback in Hindi cinema, mind you, this is in reference to a film which will do soaring numbers financially, is that he has to feature in a star-led action film. Now what can that entail? So my first pitch is with the third installment of Dawn. Now hear me out. Farhan Akhtar's last directorial venture was in 2011 with Dawn 2, a movie which did great financial business in the box office and cemented the fact that the masses love Shah Rukh Khan as the always scheming and 2 steps ahead of everyone Dawn. The aspect that can catapult this series to another level, hyping people up to storm into the theatre, is if Dawn has an individual to combat, a person equally selfish and morally ambiguous, but with the law enforcement. When you have good people in this world in the form of Om Puri or Priyanka Chopra, whose only purpose is to catch Dawn, and you never really doubt their intention, it makes it a simple formula of a cat and mouse chase. You only doubt the new players in the game and who they are associating with. But as Roma is no longer in the picture, a more creative and unorthodox intelligence officer takes the case of Dawn's next heist. This specifically has to be a big name, within the same caliber and popularity as Ranveer Singh or Ranbir Kapoor. These two big names coming head to head with each other in a franchise that has already been proven and being touted as Shah Rukh's comeback would create pandemonium with the masses. And then comes my second pitch, which is a safer bet, but equally, if not more ambitious than my first pitch. The biggest hit of 2019 was War, starring Hrithik Roshan and Tiger Shroff. The success of the film has already made Yash Raj identify that this is a franchisable and bankable idea. So much so that they have already announced that there will be a War 2.
I'm very happy doing my films over here. I still want to push it further. I want to see what where we can take, like say if there's a one more part of War, how much we can push it now, because after War everyone has become a bit more confident that we can do it.
Now as Khalid is dead and Kabir needs another mission, there cannot be a better comeback than Shah Rukh Khan being the antagonist in the second installment of War, coming at loggerheads with Kabir. Be it weapons of mass destruction, creating chaos for the sake of it, and just personal vendetta against government organizations. An action film led by both the actors in an already successful franchise, and just the fact that Hrithik and Shah Rukh would be placed against each other would be short box office gold. But imagine, even crazier, if there is a crossover that the character of Dawn crosses over to the world of War and Kabir is after the infamous Dawn. That crossover will create fucking uproar. Whether or not these ideas are feasible looking at the enormous fees of several actors and copyright problems, it's one thing. But I'm sure that these ideas will definitely create a lot of anticipation and excitement among the masses just because of the sheer scale they possess. What do you guys think? What will be an ideal Shah Rukh Khan comeback in Bollywood? And that was the video, guys. Write it down in the comments below whether you have video ideas for our channel. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle is right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.